Alrighty. Hello, everyone. Welcome to FernHill Farm in New Zealand. Another great map by Kiwi Gaming 25 on Facebook, YouTube, Discord, all the good places. Alrighty. I have been playing a little bit of this off screen, but I figured I haven't done a lot to it, so we will get on and do a bit of a live series, mainly on the weekend when I have a bit of time, and see how we get on. Alright. So the first thing we need to do is we need to shoot up to the back of the farm where we're going to be running our sheep and get a couple of paddocks cut for grass because we're going to have some animals turn up shortly. So jump on our quad. We could have taken the Toyota, but we're only going down the farm, so we'll take the quad. And then we'll get the tractor hooked up with the mower and bales over there. Big silo system over in the background. We've got plenty of corn growing as well, so that will be silage later on. Well, where are we going to park our quad? We'll just park over here. We have got a big pile of lime there that we need to sort out. Actually, we won't park it there, that'll be in the way. We'll put it here for now. Right, let's get a Massey Ferguson here. Get it chucked on our mowers and head up to the farm. Alright, so I hope everyone's having a good Sunday just after lunchtime here in New Zealand. Let's rock and roll. Now, by memory, it is a little bit hard to get this mower out of the shed. Try and sneak out here by this pole shed. Right. We'll head up the back of the farm and go find out where our paddocks are that we're mowing. So I did put a bale storage in here for all our bales. Got some, that's out of those two fields that we did. I put a small silo system in. Well, when I say small, it is a modded one, and I think it holds, how much does it hold? Holds 2 million litres, so don't have a lot of crop here on the farm. Got some silage bunkers there where those tyres are, so plenty of room for our chaff when we chaff it. Plenty of sheds everywhere. The cow shed just over there. And we'll head up the back to find our sheepies. Well, where we're going to put them anyway. We are in remote New Zealand. There's not a lot here, a lot of farmland. Do have one dairy factory and one transport company. We'll check those out later on because we'll have to go to the shop and lease some equipment, so we'll have a look at that when we get there. Very remote area, not a lot going on. One small shop, dairy factory. Looks like what could be considered as like a RD1 just there, but got a different name. Supply shop. We do have a fair bit of land to manage, so eventually we might have to look at getting some workers in to help us out. At the moment it's just me. We do have a little farmhouse though, where a worker could stay. very hilly terrain as well, which is primo. Nothing like a challenge. Pretty much why I said we couldn't run ground bales up here. They'd end up down in the river somewhere, rolling through someone's fence. Alrighty, so this area up here is where we're going to run our sheep. So I'm thinking what we should be able to do is stack our bales in there, feed them to our sheep over here, and I have fenced off a rather large area. If we just go and have a look into here, it holds 784 sheep, and if we chuck the drone, go into drone mode, or flight mode, however you want to call it, it does go a fair way around, goes up here, behind these trees, around there, and all the way back over here to the edge of this race, and then around and back down. So there's plenty of shade for them all. Right. Other than that, cancel that. We'll hop back in our tractor. Get to mowing. Oh, where are we? We're just over here somewhere. Oh, we'll throw some GPS on to help us out. I don't know why it says we need to go around the middle of that, because we don't. What I might have to do is trick the map and replow this field at some stage to get rid of that bit in the middle. We'll do 3 headlands anyway, and then we'll run up and downs. Alrighty. Turn that on, drop it down. Turn that on, drop it down. And we're good to go. Put some cruise control on, and we'll get a cruising. So yeah, like I said, hope everyone's Sunday's going well. Got a couple of decent sized fields actually, so not sure how long it'll take, but we will get sheep going. Probably do one at a time, and we'll get sheep going in between. I actually didn't realise how big this field was. I just seen it on the map and thought, that'd be good for grass. We'll probably have to use this tractor on our baler as well by the looks of it. It's going to be quite steep. Need something with some horsepower. We don't have a lot of equipment. We do have, I think we've only got a plough, baler, seeder, just the basics to get us started. I don't even think we've got anything to spread lime with. I think I had to lease that last time, so we have been pre-approved by the bank for a loan too for our sheep, so we'll sort that out shortly. Need to pay attention, otherwise we would have ended up in the trees. As you can see, we are running the Splendor mower on the back there, which is basically a New Zealand branded mower. We'll just run a couple of these headlands and run some back and forwards laps. Figured running 3 would give us enough area to turn around at the end of each run. What's going on here? Just going a bit crooked. We'll just try and make it up. We can come through with the plough. I think we might try and smooth some of these edges out a little bit better. the farm's been pretty run down. We will need to plough and lime everything. Been left in a pretty poor state. But since we got plenty of grass, we might as well start getting animal feed in. We do have, I think it's about half a dozen crop fields in. We just have a look at our map for 2 seconds. Where's our map? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fields of corn, 1 of wheat, 1 of oat, 1 of potatoes, and I'm not sure what that one is. Is that barley up there? That's barley. So we got, yeah, like I say, 3 cereal crops and lots of corn to chaff, and the rest of it's plenty of grass. So we're not going to be short of work. And as you can see, we do own pretty much the entire map. So if we go across to farmland, yeah, we own it all. Which is pretty cool because there's pretty much 2 cow sheds on there that we can run cows at, and the sheep I put in here myself was predominantly dairy, but I thought we need to run some sheep as well. Because hey, why not? We all need a bit of versatility, don't we? Alrighty. Yeah, what we'll do is we'll run through, we'll get all this mowed, and then shoot back in a tractor. We'll grab our smaller tractor with the front end loader on. We'll lease some. I've only got bale grabs for grabbing silage. We need to get some bale forks for picking up grass bales, so we'll lease some of those, and we will bring our windrower up, and then on this tractor we will come up with the baler. This piece of grass here as well. We get it? Doesn't know going backwards. Alright, starting the 3rd headland now, last one, then we can run it backwards and forwards. Look at the terrain on this map, isn't that great? No flat fields here, buddy, apart from in the basin. It's pretty much got a few flat fields through the middle, but everything is hilly country around it. I'm still not sure what that middle section is in the middle of the field, because nothing's actually there. If you ever look back down there, it's all just grass. Make sure we get it all. Can't have any grass going to waste. Right, what we might do actually is just speed the process up. We might see if we can find a local boy to come and help us out on the tractor, or someone to help us out on the tractor. We'll get them on the windrower. We'll bring it up here, get them started, and we'll come back with the baler. That way, that'll give us some time to go to the bank and sort out our loan, get our sheep delivered. Bit of a waste on that one. Probably should have changed the direction everything ran, but a few smaller strips to start off with, and then we'll get into some bigger ones. I know everyone's playing Whitman Park at the moment. The latest map by Oxygen David, but I figured I will do something a little bit different. Always sort of been that way. Everyone goes on about the latest and greatest, but I always try and find something a little bit different. Like maps that sort of challenge you to think outside the box a little bit. Like I say, this one here, when I first started on it, actually didn't have the dairy factory or anything in it. I put that in there. It only had the shop and the other building, which is the supply sort of area. I put the dairy factory in. There's a couple of areas that you can build on. Sort of just a basic little starting map. Yeah, always look for something a little bit different, to be fair. I like to have a little bit of a different point of interest from maps. Right, let's see how far up this one goes. Cut back in. Oh, that hill's quite steep. Making the old girl work. Using close to 120 litres an hour of diesel in the tractor. Whee! It's a lot of fuel. Little bits over here, even this side up, and then run back up and down again. Might not even have to wait till we plough to sort out that middle section. It might realise that once we run through with the mower that there's actually nothing there. that's that last little area done. We're going to go back to running full strips now. We'll just run some up and backs. We'll be doing fine. Not sure how much money we're going to have to borrow for the sheep though. Sheep aren't as expensive as cows. Alright, start that steep climb again. Let's go, Mr. Tractor, you could do it. Not sure the horsepower of this tractor actually, I can't quite remember. It's actually quite a decent sized field to mow this one. What I might actually do is, I'm thinking about it, we've got to do that field over there, so I might leave this set of mowers up here and we take this tractor back to get the baler. That way we don't need to keep running backwards and forwards to the farm. It's a fair way right up the back. At least it won't be so far to cut our bales just down there to that small shed. Trying to figure out sort of roughly how many sheep we should get. I'm thinking probably 100 full grown sheep or 150. Also want some little hoggets and thinking about grabbing some lambs. So maybe if we get 100 ewes, 50 hoggets and 50 lambs, that should start us well on our way to producing and keeping the future going. Inside the cab of the Massey Ferguson. Well, windows looking a little bit dirty. I need to give it a clean. Dirty tractor's a working tractor, I always say. Alright, that should be out. Spin it around. Oh, why are we not going? Controller has gone flat, Your Honour. Give me a second while I plug it in. How embarrassing. way this time. Hey, Kiwi Gaming, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. Getting some grass cut for our sheep. There's nothing in the middle there. I'm mowing through it. Come out the other side in a minute. It's picked up. If I just keep going straight through, we'll be alright. So we made it through. Hopefully after we've mowed it, it decides that there isn't actually anything in the middle of this field and we're good to go right around. Rock on through. It'll stop us here again in the middle. I'll say once again, there's nothing there that we need to go around. I don't know what your problem is. And we'll carry on up the do another lap. Yeah, I don't know. Not sure what it's picked up in the middle of the field there that thinks there's something, some sort of collision or something there. Unless there was some sort of collision there at some stage that's been taken away. Could have been a water trough or anything. We'll teach it that there's nothing there though. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Hasn't been too stressful in this terrible financial time. At least one thing we always know is diesel will be cheap in Farming Simulator. Which is good because we can't have our virtual farms running out of fuel. Where would the world be without virtual farming? Right, so it has recognised that we are mowing straight through and there isn't a collision there, so maybe when it comes time to windrowing it, we should be alright. Certainly is some steep fields, which is good. I like a challenge. again, mow straight through, pick up on our next line, and carry on. As easy as 1, 2, 3. One day I might have enough skills to actually mow without this guided steering, but that's pretty bad. First started playing Farm Sim on Xbox when Farming Simulator 17 came out, I think. Yeah, 17. Played that. Didn't know anything about mods, just played base game, base maps. Then 19 came out and found the mods tab and opened my eyes to a whole new world. So played that for as long as that was around, and then when 22 came out, I just bought my PC. And then that opened my eyes to a whole new world of mods. Man, PC mods are something different. Alright, so we are getting pretty close to the end of this field. So we'll just leave the mowers up here for the next one and head back and swap tractors, because we also need to go and pick up our baler that we're going to lease. Square balers, because I'm not overly confident on round bales up here. Mind you, I should see if I can actually put a bale tuner on the other one. Try and save a little bit of money if we can. If I can put a bale tuner on our other baler, we should be alright. Alright, we'll rock on through. Got a nice little bit over there to do. That centre patching's gone in the middle of the field now, so hopefully we should be alright. $29 degrees in August. Not quite here in New Zealand like that. Maybe in Australia, but not quite here. Right, so this road here should be one that runs all the way down to the bottom now. So far so good. Well, I guess we'll find out when we come through with the windrow if we have managed to fix up that little bit in the centre. Like I say, on the map down the bottom it says it's gone, but we won't know truly until we're on the next implement. We only got about 3 or 4 more runs to do and we should be done. Steady as she goes. So we'll rock around, get it done, get it smashed out of the park. Right. Won't be far away, isn't it? Taking that long to get it done. Probably picked a couple of the hardest paddocks to start with. It is what it is. Needed to be done at some stage, so might as well get it over and done with. One more pass on the way back down here and a little bit at the bottom. Rock and roll. He turns them on and off, so it must be down. I had to remember which button it was that picked them both up at the same time. Right, one more little bit to go, and we're all done. Right, just like that. Control B, Control B. We'll go get these dropped off. We'll go and pick our other tractor up. Bring the Wanderer up. Hey Herd, how's it going, buddy? Welcome along. We'll just drop these in the middle here. That one off because we'll have to use them again to get no, that one. Right. Hey, yes, that'll be the one. Thank you for the sub, buddy. And yeah, I did see you in Kiwi Sim that stream the other night. Welcome along. We are on a New Zealand map by Kiwi Gaming 25. It is called FernHill farm. Rocking through, getting some grass work done because we are going to get some sheep. So this is pretty much the only main road through. It just directly runs straight out the other side of the map. Plenty of farmland around. Hey, thank you for the lurk, buddy. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the sub. I haven't really... The old YouTube channel's been abandoned for quite some time, pretty much. So I thought, wow, we're just coming into winter here, so I need to get back into it. I need to start trying to promote it a little bit, get it out there. So there's a little workers' cottage, so we could probably get away with saying we got workers. Put a car in the garage, that'll make it look a bit more realistic. Right. What we'll do is, I wonder if I can put a bale turner on this baler. Because I know you can turn this off, so it'll just, you can turn the wrapping part of it off anyway. In. We'll see if we can customize it. With bale in, bale on end turner. Yes, that's what we want. Does this big? Yes, there it is. There it is. That's what we need. Customize. We don't need $2,000 will be fine. Now we don't need to get a square baler. Right. Bales shouldn't bugger off down the hill now. Might have to get some more bale net. Oh, look at that. We do have a spreader for our line. Didn't think I'd brought one. Right. Right. It can stay there for now anyway, because we need this tractor over here. We'll leave our bale trailer here for now. Are you going to disconnect? Thank you. Thank you, sir. What I do need to buy though is we'll go and buy some bale spikes. That way we don't have to use our soft hands. Baling equipment. Where is it? Oh no, we need front loader tools, don't we? Front loader. No, front loader tools. With some good spikes. They look like they're for square bales. We need something that'll work well for round bales. I just want some standard spikes. Bale spike there. No worries, buddy. Thank you for the lurk. Good to see you. Appreciate you hanging around. Why is everything in here really for square bales? We'll try these ones. It's only $1,000. Front loader, well, it's got tension belts on there, so that should be alright. Just as long as it's Massey Ferguson red. Right, we'll shoot down the shop. We'll pick them up, Oh shit, don't hit our baler. Oh, that would have been an awful rock round. We'll send this guy off on a workout and then we'll take our baler up. Get some baling done. And then while we're doing that, we'll sort out our loan that we're going to need and the delivery of the sheep. Shoot across the road here to the shop. So this shop here and the tractor supply co were the only buildings on the map apart from the farmhouses. That area at the back and at transport, well, sort of the logistics warehouse I'd put in myself. Can we push that around? Beautiful. Let's rock and roll back up there. We'll send them off to get us some rows sorted. I do need to plant something in that field at some stage anyway, but at the moment it's the least important one on the block. We are going to have crops ready to harvest soon. Corn and wheat and stuff, I think. Well, the corn can be done at any stage because most of it's going to get chaffed anyway, so as long as it's growing enough, we will be chaffing it for silage. It can go in our silage bunkers. Hopefully this tractor's actually got enough grunt to run this windrower. Oh, forgot about that. I need to smooth that out actually. Carry on jumping our tractors over it. Alright, unfold it. We might actually send them off on doing up and downs first, and he can do our headlands last. Right, we'll just put them here. We'll sort it out. AI worker, 7.6 meters. You can do. Nah, 2 headlands should be fine. Work the headlands. Start with up and downs. Don't want them to skip any rows. Alrighty, and as you can see, that part in the middle field, in the middle of the field, has disappeared, so that's good. It'll just run straight up and downs. Alright, we'll select that. Send him on his way. Alright, buddy, you know what you're doing? Alright, we'll be back shortly. We'll go and get our other equipment. Alright. It's a long way to run. Alright, what we'll do while we're here, I'll do a quick save. Hopefully it doesn't crash. Please don't crash. Why does it say loading? There you go, saving content. Need to do a quick save. I'm terrible with saving my games. That's why I have them on auto save. Right, loan system. We need to take out a loan. I'm thinking if we take out, we'll take out 100,000 for now. What does that say? That's 1,000. That's 10,000. That's 100,000. And we'll take that off over 1.5 years. No, not 15. 1.5. Is it going to let me do a point? No. 1 year. We can't afford $8,000 a month. Can we do a point? No, it's not going to let us do a point. If we do 2 years, what's our interest rate? Interest rate's 3.5%. Over 2 years, repayment amount 103. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take the loan. We got 2 years to pay it off, so every month we got to come up with it. $4,000. I think we can do it. Alrighty, so what do we want to do? We don't need any goats. Goats are terrible. I like the look of these little ones here with the black faces. So if we take out 100 of those, will it let us do 100? Can you click on that? No, you can't. Do 100 of those, that's 50 grand. Hey, Sarge buddy, how are you, mate? If we get some at 3 months and we take out, I don't want 68, I just want like 50. No, not paying enough attention. 50. Living, I know that feeling, buddy. Oh, we didn't buy those other ones, so we'll buy those. Well, my stupid fingers hit the wrong button. We say we wanted 100 of those. We'll buy those. We got 50 of those, and what about if we go 50 of these little suckers as well? We'll get some lammies in. It's $11,000, and we still got some money left. And we have 200 sheep. 108 months, so they should be getting ready to reproduce as well. Plus there was a transport fee, yeah, whatever. We live in the middle of nowhere, of course we're going to have transport fees. Oi, stop running around. Don't jump on the grass, you got to eat it. You trample it. Right, we'll just bounce up here, see how this guy's getting on. Doing our rows. Trucking it on quite nicely, actually. Right. What we'll do is we'll bounce back to the farm and get our other tractor with the baler. Close that. Is that going to close? Or is that just going to stay open? Yeah, this is what it is. Alright, we'll just do a tab. I don't normally do a tab, but we'll do a tab. How's everyone doing down your way, Sarge, buddy? I hope you're all hanging in there. Is that you or everybody else that... Sarge is annoying as fuck. Just joking, buddy. I actually should speed up a bit of time here. Run it at 5. Everyone else. I can understand that. Right. And I also need it, once we get up to the top, I also need to figure out how to turn off the wrapper. Because I don't want these turned into silage. Might have to look at putting in a fuel tank soon, just to keep our tractors fueled up. Get our delivery of fuel. rock on up the hill. Did you have Mr. Zippy around for the weekend, buddy, or? Or was it a nice quiet weekend? Yeah, that's what it was, isn't a quiet weekend for such. Oh, gotta love having the flu. It's that time of the year again though. My wife woke up saying she was a little bit blocked up yesterday morning, and I thought, oh god, here we go. Right. If we just bring up F1, we need to control Alt. Well, right, turn bail wrapper on off. I think we did it. We'll find out in a minute anyway, won't we? Oh, that does not sound fun, buddy. Hopefully this doesn't interfere with old mate a little bit while he's doing his headlands. Right, here we go. First one. Will it wrap? Will it not? Hey, I said I wanted that turned off. Oh, wrong button. Why is it wrapping when I didn't want it wrapped? We'll try one more, and if it's not going to play the game, it'll be taking a little holiday. And we will have to lease that, the square baler. I don't know if it was affected by what we were doing last, but we were only doing grass last time as well. You get one more chance, buddy, you're going to wrap this bale, you're going on holiday. Right. That is not what we want. Full baler. Back to the shop to lease. Honestly thought if you turn bale wrapper off you could still bale grass and not have it affected. Ah, well that's true too. Go back up here. I don't know if you can just unload the wrapper though, can you? You can with easy div, that's right. Let's see if we can just unload it here. No, okay, we'll do it the easy way then. That's Ferguson. Full unit, round bale net, bale wrap. I'm not using the push baler, buddy. Request failed. So you cannot empty it. Can you empty the bale net? Request failed. What about if you fill it? Still says request failed. Some things you just can't do. Right. Carry on with the other plan and we'll get a square baler. Some things are just not meant to work. You reckon it's because it's got grass on it? Alright. We'll go like this. We'll empty that. Request failed. So F10 doesn't want to work with that one. Which is a shame because it's a good looking baler. The worst part about it is it's in game. That is an in-game piece of equipment, not a mod. Well, that is true. There you go. That's what you get for trying to use in-game equipment. You suck, buddy. Won't sell it though, because I actually do like it for silage. Now that we put a bale turner on, it's easier to pick the bales up. And just park it in the car park for a little bit. There you go. Look after my baler. Rightio. Square baler time. At least we know that won't get wrapped. Square bales. I don't know if I want to run John Deere equipment, it might break down. But everything else is expensive. Since it's cheap, we'll just use it. Because it'll be cheap to lease. Alright. We'll just run John Deere twine in it then. Lease it. Or do we buy it? It's only $12,000. Oh, we'll buy it. It's only the bank's money we're wasting. We're going to have to do more bales for the sheep anyway. Haha. I do see the fact that it popped up in the corner. Sarge NZ is now playing Farming Simulator. What I should do is sort out the mods that I've got in here, Sarge, and could actually turn this into a multiplayer live stream. Imagine that. We'll see what happens. First, I just need to get these bloody sheep fed. Doing grass work is proving more difficult than it needs to be today. Must be Sunday. No, I don't have only in-game mods. I do have third-party ones as well. I just need to figure out which ones they actually are. But what I can do is I have got Farm Sim guys fucking thing that he created, I can just create the mod folder for this game save off that and then send that to you. Shouldn't be a mod conflict with the baler. That's right. Square bales are heaps easier to manhandle anyway. Just gotta try and remember not to leave them in old mate's way when he tries to burn around the headlands. Which I'm picking that one down there probably is. At least we're doing square bales anyway, we don't need to stop start all the time, so it'll get things done a little bit quicker. Oh shit. The lady next door lost her wabbits. Did you tell her Easter was a couple of weeks ago? She needs to keep a hold of the damn things. 8:30 this morning. Oh, that sucks. If I find those rabbits, I'm making rabbit stew. Come on, old girl, make it up though. Oh shit, that's steep. She's struggling. We getting it done. Oh, you got to play with the neighbors? I won't go any further. This is a kid show. Enough it is, but my kids are in the background. You're all good, buddy. Your part's in the chat, it's fine. I just won't read it out loud. This tractor's done 3.1 hours and we've already gone through over a quarter of a tank of fuel. Back up, back up. Push that bell back. Don't get in his way. You're not paying the gas. Nah, neither am I. Like I said earlier, gas in farm sim is way cheaper than it is in real life, so my virtual tractors will never run out of virtual fuel. And if it gets that bad, we'll just bring up the bank for a loan. Right. We've got some serious pace going on now. Speed bailing. That's the other thing I need to figure out is how we're getting water up here for these animals. I didn't think about the water. We'll have to pump it from a creek somewhere. Those 2 bales of grass that have been wrapped can go back down to the bottom farm anyway. They can sit in our pack, the area that we've got them stacked in. They can ferment down there. What we'll actually do is just leave this baler up the top sheds here, because that can just be our sheep food baler, this one. That's how steep that hill is. It's struggling down to 10 kilometers an hour. Using 124 litres of fuel an hour trying to get up there. It's insane. The good thing is at the moment most of the bales that are coming out the back seem to be lining up relatively pretty good, all in a line where we can pick them up. Oh, come on. That's a steep part of the hill right there, isn't it? Absolutely love the terrain on this map. How good. How bloody good. Old mate's over there doing his thing. He should just about be ready to hop on some headland soon, I'd say. Then we need to get our bale trailer up here so we can transport them. the grass at the house. Ah, does it not? I don't know. I can't say I've actually mowed anything around the house. I only play in the fields, buddy. No, it doesn't look like it's. Just looks like it's a paintable grass, which you probably can't mow. Because there's me Land Cruiser. If I go into vehicle, yeah, that sort of doesn't look like mowable grass. I know, honestly, can't say I've ever tried to do it. Doesn't drop grass would be good for me lawnmower then. Won't have to pick it up. I can just mow it and make it look good. Alright, looks like old mate's about to start doing these headlands. Stretch. Yours was able to turn wrapping off. Okay, well, it must be some sort of mod conflict or something stupid. I solved it anyway. I just spent $12,000 for another baler. Just to do grass work with. The old lady says hi. Hi, Granny. How you doing? Alright, we'll rock on through. $4 in the afternoon in game time. Hopefully we might not even have enough time to do both these fields today before it gets dark. That's alright. As long as we got one done, we can persevere with the rest. What else will need to happen is this field will need to be ploughed, just like every other field always does. That's alright. Actually, I won't need to transport them just yet. What I'll do is we'll just pick them up with the front end loader and straight feed the sheep till they've had enough. I'm really going to need to figure out the water. The plan with this map is to also make a few changes to not have so many grass fields. There'll be grass fields on one side of the map and arable crops on the other side of the map. won't be doing heaps of random crops. I will only be doing a lot of what grows in New Zealand. Cereal crops and corn. Mainly because I'm not a big fan of doing root crops. And we don't grow cotton here in New Zealand. We could also do some potatoes, I suppose, but send them off to a chip factory somewhere to get made into potato chips. Would be far too many potatoes for the local fish and chippy shop. The steep climb again. Interesting to actually see how much grass we get out of this field. I'm hoping the sheep take bales. That might be the next problem. Oh my luck though, there's always something that goes wrong. Is it just me, or is those bales starting to wear the paint off that already? Need to have a look at that. Look at that. Starting to wear it already. If he managed to get round that wrapped bale over there, alright. Yeah. Oh, well, not my problem if he didn't. How many bales have we done so far? 28 bales. That's not too bad. Considering I don't even know how well fertilised or anything this was. Where is old mate? I haven't seen him come back around. Oh, he turned around and went that way. What a dick. What did he do that for? Why didn't he just keep going the same way? It would have made more sense. Oh, that's right. Farm sim, nothing makes sense. Shall we take him on? Who's gonna play chicken? Yeah, no, don't upset him. last thing we need to do is upset the worker. Might crash the game. Alright, we'll just start up here and go around our first headland. Well, I know we've got a couple of runs back over there to do, but we'll catch them up when we're on that side. Wage payment. Why is he getting paid? I'm not. Ah, that's right. I don't get paid because I'm the farm owner. I've got to spend all the money just so I can pay other people. AI worker has completed their task. Good on him. What's a bit, he's just left the tractor on the edge of the field because he's a dodo. Looks like things went a little bit pear-shaped here. Out of my way, bales. That's right. Man, I think we're going to run out of fuel soon. Might have to ring up the fuel company and get them to bring some. Here, g'day mate, my tractor's stuck on the side of the hill because I run out of fuel. God damn it. Old Mess is a workhorse but drinks the fuel. Thirsty. Right, last headland around the paddock. And then we got one more little up and down to do. We can start getting some feed sorted out for me freezer meats. We've almost got it sorted. What we might do is just plough some of those wiggle bits into something a little bit straighter. Fold you up. Go and drop the windrower off. Just here, because we'll need to take that back to the main farm. We'll park this here on the side for now, because we'll need to pick up some bales. Look at that, we did it all in one foul swipe. What are our bale sizes anyway? Like 6.5? 6,500 litres per bale. Not bad, we've got a fair bit of grass off this bit of land. We even got some trees out there we might be able to cut down at some stage. Won't worry too much about that just yet though. Crikey, pay attention to the rows, mate. Last little bit, and then one little bit on the way back down. Now, I am hoping that sheep pen takes bales, because it is, I'm not sure if it is base game or not. That bale can go. Fold that sucker up. We'll leave this little one down here in the shed. Won't go off down over the edge there because that's a big jump. Go down there where I know it's a little bit smoother. Right. The moment of truth. Have I just wasted all that time for no reason? Well, I would get it in there if it stayed on the bloody forks. Right. Wasn't for a waste of time after all. I put meadow grass back in there, but it's reading no meadow. Right. Right. So we'll fill that up as best as we can. Chances are it'll probably only take about 3 bales or so. Because we don't have a lot of sheep in there, it's not going to require a lot of food. Apparently it's supposed to have tension belts on it, but who knows? Try and take it easy not to lose them. Why can you not just fall to the ground? Almost at capacity for food. It's alright, because it means we've got plenty left over. Plenty to put into storage. Maybe even sell if we don't make our monthly loan repayment. Of course it did. Alrighty, just like that. Nice and steady. Now, obviously, as the amount of sheep go up, the more food we'll need. There we go. And that probably won't take all that bale because we're at capacity. Alright. So the rest of those bales can stay in the field. Now, what we need to do is find some water. Some way of transporting water, anyway. Barrels. What can we get? Everything's gonna be so expensive. What's that? It goes to 12,000 and we need 15,000 litres. So if we buy that, double fill capacity, main colour would gotta be Massey Ferguson red. Rim color has to be chrome. I'll buy that. Cost us an extra grand, but that's alright. Really got a mess of equipment up here at the moment. What I need to do though is take this windrow back. We'll pick up our trusty Toyota Land Cruiser, and we'll go pick up our water trailer. Take some of this equipment back down with us. I was going to do that other field next door, but looks like won't have to for a while, so that can just wait. Got plenty of other things that need to be done down here. All these fields need to be turned into silage and hay, because we need to start getting cow feed, because next year cows are coming, if we can make some money between now and then. Otherwise we'll probably have to take out a sizable loan to get cows. But I want to get a lot of food sorted before we get that done. That way we're not starving our poor animals. Tell you what, our equipment could do with a bit of a scrub. We're too busy working for that. When we have downtime, we give it a scrub. We'll just park it slightly off to the side here for now. We'll sort it back when we come back later. Shoot back to the house and grab our Land Cruiser. Burn around here on our quad bike. The arms. Quad bike that's supposed to do 115 kilometers an hour. Got good brakes on it. Just about fly over the bloody handlebars. Hop around here into our trusty cruiser. Hopefully, I have had a few issues with the tow ball on this thing. Hopefully this isn't going to be one of those issues. We'll be about to find out. Right, it's not. You find somewhere to fill it up. It's a little bit of a dodgy crossing here in this vehicle. It's the only one that seems to have problems with it. If we can't get it to fill up in the creek here, I might have to put down a water point. There we go. This is going to be a water refilling point right here. Well, why am I turning around? Man, that really hurt my neck. Right, we'll shoot up, back up the top. I can honestly say I've never seen a diesel engine rev so hard. Right, we'll slow down for our crossing. Don't need to look for traffic, there's not a lot here. Alrighty, back up here if we get these sheepy watered. That bale can just continue to sit there and they can eat from it when they need it. If we back this into over here somewhere, unload it just like that. Just give me 2.6. If you haven't already, there's Sarge_NZ's YouTube link in the chat there. Jump over, give him a follow. Right, 7 o'clock at night here in game. It's just about time to call it quits. It'll start getting a little bit hard to see. Righty, thank you very much everyone for being here on the live stream. If you haven't already, jump over, give it a like, share, all that sort of good stuff. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. You know, all that good stuff. Everyone goes on about it all the time. I'm not going to bore you with it, but thank you all for being here, and hopefully this will become a regular thing. Normally on a Sunday seems to be my best day, and we'll go from there. And thank you very much for being here. Have a good one, and we'll see you next time.